Welcome back to Point Blank. Tonight on Entertainment looks a little different because I'm joined by Hot Topics pairing Rachel and Claire. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Excited to have this duo with me here.
Yeah, it's a little different to be on Entertainment, but we're excited.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Well, tonight's entertainment segments are all about award show season, and we are kicking things off with the Oscars, which means we have to talk about one thing, the infamous slap. For the handful of people who have not seen this yet, first, what are you doing? But second, let's take a look.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
All right, so let's talk about that slap. I was watching this live, and I was in my bed, I was paying attention, but I think I was like answering a text message, and I look up at the screen, and there's no audio, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? And then I see Will Smith walking back, and I was like, he wasn't presenting, so what's going on here? And then I look up on Twitter, and I see the slap, and I was like, oh, so it's a bit. And then I do more digging, and I'm like, oh, so it's not a bit. So what's going on? What did you guys think of it?
I did the same thing. I was not watching the screen. I was with you watching it, and you were like, what just happened? And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then when I saw it, I was like, this isn't real. Like, no way. I was like shocked. Like, that's a big thing.
It's a big thing. That's why I thought it was so big that it had to be a bit. Like, this is just want to get more attention onto the Oscars, especially because like I feel like that not many people are that into it as it used to be like in years past.
Right.
So I think they're just trying to gain attention and stuff. And then I start seeing the apologies and like all this other stuff, and I was like, oh my god, that was really a thing.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, it's two very, very big actors. I was like, so that's why I was like, there's no way it's not a bit, because they seem like they're friends. Like Will was laughing at Chris's joke 5 seconds beforehand.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way it's not a bit. And then I saw a video somebody from Australia posted, and theirs was uncensored. And I saw the video, and he goes up and he like slaps him. It's not even like a little tap, like he hits him hard. And then he goes back and starts like cursing him out from his seat. And I'm like, oh, like there's no way that that was a bit.
Okay, was it a slap or a punch?
It was a slap.
It was?
Definitely
It looked like it was a punch.
No, yeah.
Like the
And
way
especially
he
the
went
camera
for it.
angle, you couldn't really see that,
Yeah.
It
close
literally,
up,
like the way he went for it looked like it was like a full punch, but I was like, it definitely
he
wasn't
really
a punch
wound it
because
up.
he would have been hurt
Yeah.
if it was
Yeah.
a punch.
I just think like I'm kind of surprised that they still aired any of it. Like I feel like if something like that happens, if you're watching a show like whether it's the Oscars, the Grammys, or like any live show, and something happens with an audience member or whatever that's not supposed to happen, they usually like cut to black.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we
agree.
can't show people this. Like this isn't gonna happen.
Maybe they just didn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, they cut the
think-
audio.
They
think
cut
were
the audio, yeah.
That's true. They did cut the audio.
But I guess maybe they didn't know, like when Will was walking up, like, oh, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna like try to continue on a joke, or like what's gonna happen here?
yeah.
I just was like, that. There's no way that just happened.
Yeah.
I just feel like when Chris was like, oh no, like while he was walking up, like that's like that, all right,
He's
something's
like-
about.
yeah, he's
like
let's
he
not
saw, he was like, uh-oh.
He
Yeah.
knew it wasn't a bit. He
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's not supposed to be coming up here.
Yeah.
I don't know, but Will came out with a statement like saying, oh, it came out with his apology, whatever, and then earlier this week it was announced that he resigned from the Academy, which was shocking.
Yeah, he can't win. What does that mean? Like he can't win awards.
Yeah,
he
and
can't.
he can't be nominated for awards. He can't win awards.
Do you guys think he resigned or he was kind of forced to?
I don't know. I think for damage control for his career, he probably resigned.
Well, yeah, if he didn't, people would be like,
Yeah.
how are you going to take accountability for this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like almost like peer pressured into it, maybe. Like
Because he also didn't take accountability. Supposedly he was asked to leave and he refused. I don't know if it's because he wanted to wait for his award to be announced, which he ended up winning. But I don't know if that was the case. I thought that they didn't ask him to leave because of the fact that he was winning an award.
Yeah.
That makes
That's what I
sense.
thought too, because when I was watching, I was like, oh, he's up for this award. He probably won. That's why he didn't leave. But in the statement that the Academy released, they said, like, what did they say? Like, we could have handled this differently. Like, what would
They
they
said
have done
like he
differently?
was asked to leave, but we could have handled this differently.
Yeah. What else would they? What would they do? Is
Yeah.
what I want to know.
Yeah, I really don't know. I guess it's hard because when it is two celebrities, two big names like that, not just some random audience member that comes up, because then obviously like security's gonna tackle them and escort them out
Yeah.
and get arrested. But when it's somebody like that, it's a whole different.
And I guess they
ballgame.
didn't know how the public's gonna react because they could side with Will Smith and be like, yeah, that joke was offensive, or
Yeah.
they could have been like, you just assaulted someone on
Right.
stage.
That's true.
So
it
then-
also was like eerily calm after it happened in there.
I
Like,
think
everyone was just like,
didn't know to laugh.
That just
didn't know
happened.
to, like,
Yeah, like there was like, I don't know. It was
Yeah.
very weird.
After it happened initially, I was like, I feel like I'm on Will Smith's side. I was like,
Yeah.
the moment it happened, I was like, oh, he shouldn't have done that. And then I sat back, I processed what happened. I was like, okay, this man just went on the stage and assaulted another man, for making, yes, an insensitive joke. But when you look at what happened, like Chris Rock did not know that she had alopecia and all this stuff. I'm like, why would anyone get violent like that?
yeah.
Yeah, even if you're like offended, like in that kind of setting specifically.
Yeah.
Like, why would you know everyone is watching, you know it's gonna be a thing,
Yeah.
like, and you have like a family who's watching it, and like that's
Yeah.
how you're teaching them to react to something.
Yeah, especially because he was also nominated for a movie about family and about because he was nominated for the movie where he played Serena and Venus's dad.
Yes.
And that movie is all about fatherhood and protecting your family. And he said that in his speech. He was like, I won this award playing a character that protects my family. And it was kind of a metaphor for what he just did.
Yeah.
But he kind of was like, I shouldn't have done this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I think what he was getting at was like the inside pressures of like, how do I protect my family? And that I think he kept saying like, I'm overwhelmed by what God's calling on me to do. And I think he meant like protecting his family, and he reacted on that
Yeah.
like overwhelming feeling,
Yeah.
which like isn't okay, but I also do have that sense of like feeling bad at the same, you can't like
Yeah.
not feel bad for, it's hard because
Yeah,
on
it's
both
hard.
sides it's like, well, that wasn't right, but also like,
I can understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that he should have went up and taken the microphone from Chris and should have been like, I just want to let you know that my wife has alopecia and you shouldn't be making jokes about somebody's appearance if you don't know what they're going through.
oh, you
blah,
really
blah,
thought of
blah."
this response.
And it's because that would have made him seem mature.
Yes.
He would have stood up for his family.
Yeah.
And it would have embarrassed Chris. I'm not saying Chris should have been embarrassed because it did come out that he didn't know that she had alopecia and she thought that the shaved head was a choice. But it would have embarrassed him. Will would not have had to make an apology and wouldn't have had to resign from the academy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would have been a mature way to handle it. But
Yeah.
instead, he resorted to the slap.
Yeah.
The slap
The slap.
of the Oscars.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully now he thinks before acts.
Yeah, literally. And
Yeah,
I
learn his
have no
lesson.
idea where his career is going to go after this.
I know. It's a big deal.
It's a good thing he's
Career-changing.
very seasoned in his career and not an upcomer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would
that's
have been
true.
devastating.
That
I
would've
mean,
been
not that you
bad.
ever want that to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it feels like the slap was the only thing that happened that night, but it wasn't. So let's talk about some of the winners, losers, and snubs. Coda took home multiple awards, including Best Picture. Fan favorite Andrew Garfield did not win for Best Actor, and Ariana DeBose made history as the first queer woman of color to win an Oscar. So, whirlwind of emotions, of events happening this night. Obviously the slap, but we're moving on to that. I'm very, very, very happy for Ariana DeBose.
Yes.
Because, first of all, she's gorgeous,
Stunning.
and her performance in West Side Story was incredible.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy that she was the first queer woman of color to win an Oscar.
It was just
Yeah.
so powerful to see her up there too when she was speaking.
Mm-hmm.
It was just one of those moments where you just felt so I don't know, touched by her story and
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
she's gone and representing
Mm-hmm.
people who haven't been up there as much as
Yeah.
people of privilege.
Right.
I definitely agree.
Yeah, I think it was also cool that I'm blanking on the name, but the woman who played the same character that Ariana DeBose played in West Side Story, however long ago the original West Side Story came out, she also won the same award for Best Supporting
Really?
Actress.
I did not know that.
So it was a
That's
full
so
circle
cool.
moment, and I thought that
Yeah.
was really cool.
That
Yeah,
is really
that
cool.
is.
Mhm. but I'm super happy for her. A little upset for Andrew Garfield.
Me too.
Don't get me started. I was
rooting
so
for
upset.
him. Oh my gosh.
So upset.
Yeah, I feel like
Who won that one again?
Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one.
That's why I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't necessarily think he was the fan favorite to win the award. I think
No.
he was like the fans' favorite, but he wasn't like the predicted favorite to win the award.
Yeah.
If that makes any
Yeah.
sense.
I was a little
Like I think all of the,
Yeah.
the fans were rooting for him.
Yes.
But like
everyone
people
kinda
knew that
knew.
he probably wasn't going to be the one to
Yes.
take home the award.
Yeah, I
It was
understand
still so
that.
disappointing though.
I know.
No, I
I
love
don't know. I thought he
him.
was so good.
I thought he was so good too.
I feel like younger people like that, it's a lot harder for them to win awards.
Yeah.
agree.
Especially when you're up against the likes of Will Smith and whoever else was nominated in that category.
And
Yeah.
not for anything, but that was like, again, like with Will Smith's role, like that was a really powerful role with a huge message. So that already adds to the character that he was playing. Whereas like Andrew Garfield's character wasn't necessarily like I don't know, like a monumental thing, if
Right,
that makes
right.
sense.
Yeah. I don't know. I was sad for him. I was also sad for Lady Gaga because she got snubbed from a nomination. Like she wasn't even nominated for Best Actress in House of Gucci. And I don't know. Like I just hate when people who deserve to get nominated for awards do not get nominated.
I know. I agree. Like I get the movie wasn't the favorite for many people, but you can't deny that her acting wasn't so good. Like her acting is what made the movie something, you know?
Yeah.
It
She
was-
did that whole like method acting type thing that people who win awards for the roles that they're playing do method acting. Like a lot of like Heath Ledger for the Joker. Like people like
Yeah.
that like really embody their character.
They did.
Yeah, and that's the kind of people that like their character makes, like you said, like
Yeah.
they make the movie.
Yeah.
And that's when I feel like people deserve to
Deserve
be
at
nominated.
least a
is when like
nomination.
their own performing in that character is what stands out about the movie.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I was happy with the Oscars. Obviously, there was a lot that went on, but I did think that it was a good show. And yeah, I'm excited for next year's. I was excited for the Grammys, which we're going to be talking about a little bit later. But I want to talk about a little something else.
Okay.
Before we jump over to Hot Topics, I thought it'd be fun for us to play a little game because the red carpet at the Oscars were definitely something. We've done this before and we're going to do it again. This is Hot or Not. Okay, so you've played this,
Yes.
right?
Yes, I did.
I'm not sure if you've ever played this on the show at least.
Yes, not on the show.
Basically, we're going to be showing 6 different looks from the red carpet at the Oscars, and
Okay.
we each share our thoughts and whether we think the look is hot or not.
All right.
I'm
Yes.
excited.
All right, let's
do this
see
every
the
day.
first look. All right, Timothée Chalamet.
I'm like getting a glare right now.
Hot.
I-
I'll say it.
Are we
Hot.
doing like a countdown or are we just
No,
going
we'll just
for
go
it?
around.
Okay. Hot.
I also agree.
Yeah.
I think I love the whole unbuttoned look with
Yes.
nothing under.
Yeah.
I also love that it's not just a plain black tux like most men wear to the Oscars.
Exactly.
Whenever guys are able to make a statement with whatever they're wearing, whether it's just like a sequins jacket or a sequin shoe or something like this or a different color, like I love when guys do that. And
Yeah.
this is something that I very much appreciate.
Yeah, it's simple, but it stands out. And I
Yeah.
think it's probably one of my favorites, especially the detail just like
Yeah.
on the sleeves. It's just like, oh. And it's
I
just
mean,
gorgeous.
even like the necklace, like with the open
Yeah.
and then having the necklace come down, like
Yeah.
that looks really good. I don't,
Yeah.
and the sleeves, like I didn't even notice until just now that they're like the
Yeah.
like lace.
lace.
I don't
yeah.
know. The details just like bring it all together.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get a look at our next look. Zendaya. Whenever I think of Zendaya on a red carpet, I'm like, okay, hot.
Yeah.
Always hot. But what do we think of this look?
Hot.
Okay.
What?
I'm going to say hot, but I was expecting more.
I'm gonna say not.
Uh-huh.
Because again,
Beautiful.
she looks so good in this, and she can pull anything off. But I just feel like the combo doesn't come together.
I think it's just the top of it for me. Like
Yeah.
if it was a little bedazzled, so it'd bring it together on the top.
Right.
I don't know.
Interesting. I
Yeah.
love it. Something
just-
about it is very satisfying to me, and like the
Oh my god! Did you
jewelry.
see how expensive those are?
Yes.
Like one of them was like I forgot the
Oh my
price.
god, one of them was like $35,000.
Yeah.
and she has
And
like
she has, like,
six
six of
yeah,
the arm.
I
was
lined
like,
up her arm.
Wow, imagine being that wealthy. It's that one
Yeah.
arm can
Like
literally
all you
pay.
have to go, you just have to go through like, hey, hey.
Oh my
Literally,
gosh.
she could have worn nothing, just showed them. As I would have been like,
Literally.
okay.
But yeah, I love Zendaya. I just her other looks have done so much for me that I was disappointed with this look,
I completely
and I
agree,
don't
yeah.
think it's Oscars worthy.
Yeah.
I disagree. I love it. I don't know why. I just do.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. Let's take a look at our next outfit. Megan Thee Stallion. Rachel?
Not.
Interesting.
It looks like prom, like in like high school, and I don't know, like I feel mean.
It's okay. It's okay. Give him tough love.
It just like it looks like from a prom shop that like anyone could have gotten.
Okay.
If you're going to Oscars, I
Interesting.
think you could have, done something else.
See, what came to my mind is fish.
Yeah.
It looks like, but I don't know if I like it. Like, part of me is like, I like it, but part of me is like, I'm just picturing her in an aquarium.
Interesting.
So,
Yeah.
do you not see it?
I see
see
it. It's
it.
like I feel like I get clam more than fish, but
I'll say not, but I like it a little, but it's not.
Yeah.
I am gonna say hot, and I'm gonna say that it was one of my favorite looks of the night.
All right.
What?
I
I
was
think you
looking
have the
through-
least normal sense of fashion right now.
I was looking through all of the looks and I saw this one. I can see the clam, but I think it's like very. First of all, I love when dresses are different, but they also aren't like camp. And like this one is just beautiful and it's luscious, and I love the color of it, the shape of like how it fits her body. I think it's amazing, and I was like, okay, this is one of my favorite looks of the night. We do have my favorite look of the night in here, which is
All
coming,
right.
which I'll share, but this was probably my number 2.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at our next look. Spoiler, this is my favorite look of the night. I love the red. I love that she pulls off this jumpsuit moment. I love the cape moment that she has going on. I think it looks so good on her. Her hair looks so good. The jewelry, the shoes, like it's perfect.
All right. Sure. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to say hot just because of the cape. If the cape wasn't there,
Oh, yeah,
I would
for
say
sure.
no. But the cape is sick. And I think it really brought it together and
Yeah.
made it an extravagant look. Because
Right.
if I was going to say if without it, I'm like, that's what like people wear to work or like something
Yes.
like that, you know?
Right.
So the cape does it for me.
Yeah. But I feel like the cape is like the statement of the look.
Yes, I agree.
I'm gonna say not, because the material just isn't doing it for me. Like, it looks like if I put air into it, it'll become a blowhouse.
What?
I can see
You
that.
don't see? Yeah.
I wish it was a different material. now
Yeah,
that you say
like
that.
it looks like if I hooked her up to an air machine, she'd like, I could bounce.
I
on
think
her.
I think maybe it could use a little bit of sequence or glitter, but I just think it. Also, when you wear red on a red carpet, like that's a statement within itself.
I think the cape needs to be lighter.
No,
Like, it
the
looks so
cape-
heavy.
No, I don't. I disagree. The cape is the outfit. So if it's like her other parts of the outfit is built around the cape. It's not the other way around. So
But that
I think-
doesn't change what the material is.
Yeah, but if it's a lighter one, then it takes away from that being the focus of the outfit.
Unless the material of the whole outfit is different. I don't know. I just.
Or, you know what I wish? I wish the top and the jumpsuit was black, and then that was red. The cape was red.
Oh, that would
Come
be
on,
cool.
that would have been
Or
cool
like a
with red
different-
heels.
Yeah,
That
but I
would've
feel like
been
she'd
cool.
look like Cruella DeVille.
Yeah, I disagree. I think the all red is. I like the all red. I think that is a statement. And I think the color is beautiful on her. Something about the material is just not doing it for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I really loved it. I think it's different than everybody
Completely
else's.
disagrees.
I do completely disagree with you, but
That's okay.
let's take a look at our
alright.
next one.
Alright.
Not.
Oh, I didn't even get to say her name.
Oh.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Not.
I agree. I'll say not. I think I like the color, and that's about it.
It looks like it's like a running jacket, and then it turns into a gown.
I'm gonna say hot just because I think it's her. Like that's when I think of
Yeah.
if I were to think of a dress, that would be it for her.
Yeah, yeah. I also don't like the top. And if we're gonna talk about materials that we don't like, this is the one that I don't like.
Like the satiny or
Yeah.
like the way it's folded?
The way, like all the creases,
like
it
ruffled,
looks
yeah.
like she like bunched it all up. She's like, oh my God, I have to go to the Oscars. Threw it in her carry-on and
What
then
if
just like
that's what
took
she
it out.
did?
Like that's
Yeah.
what it looks
Yeah.
like. It looks so wrinkled that it was like,
Not purposeful.
I know it's
Yeah.
intentional, but it looks unintentional because
Yeah.
of how crumbly it looks.
I just don't, I don't like the puffer, like a puffer jacket.
Yeah, I can see what you guys are mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Anyways.
Do we might have one more look? I think we have one more. Billie Eilish.
Billie's my queen. I would never talk bad about her. I love her, but I do not love the dress.
I was like, there's something else here. I agree. I love
yeah.
her, and I don't think this was it.
I wish she stuck to like her regular designer suit,
Yeah.
oversized look rather than looking like a blanket.
Yeah. And I think this could, like, I think that this outfit has potential.
Yeah.
Like the like across the shoulders and like, but just the fact that it's all like so puffy.
Yeah.
It's very her, but I don't like it.
I don't mind it. I saw a video on TikTok of someone bashing her dress and she reacted to it and was like, said, like, I don't know, just something. So I feel bad saying I don't like it now because it is very her and I think she really loved it. So now I feel bad saying that.
She's not gonna watch this.
Sorry,
know,
Billie.
But I see, I don't
Please
know.
don't
All
hate
right.
me.
Well, I'm gonna say not, but I actually don't mind it. Like I think it has potential. But
Yeah.
I just like wish that had more like shape to it rather than just like straight.
yeah.
Like random ruffles
I
everywhere.
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for our hot or not game. Clearly, we have different tastes and styles.
Yes.
Clearly.
we do.
I'm never
Some of
picking
us
out your-
are wrong, but it's okay. When we come back, we're moving on to the other biggest award show in the entertainment industry, the Grammys. Over to you, Danielle and Anna.
Good evening and welcome back to this week's Hot Topics. I'm Danielle and I'm joined again by my lovely co-host Anna. Let's dive into this week's Hot Topics. Cardi B has deleted Twitter after facing backlash from her fans for not attending the 2022 Grammys. She was set off because fans brought up her kids as a factor to why she didn't attend the Grammys. She then went to tweet a bunch of rude comments to her fans and then deleted Twitter. Anna, do you think she was in the right to call out her fans for bringing up her kids?
In a sense, I kind of understand why it made her upset because I just think that everybody likes to have assumptions and a lot of people have a short trigger when it comes to people bringing up their family, as they should. And I think that it made sense for her to kind of react in that way, but also on the flip side of that, I'm also like, you know, you're a professional in this industry, like you should know how to be a little bit more respectful towards like your supporters and your fans. But then it's like that raises the argument of, well, if they're going to talk that way about you and your family, then are they really your fans? So like I don't know, like I see why it made her upset. Do we know why she really didn't go?
I just saw that she said something like, oh, I was only nominated for 1 Grammy, so like, why do I have to show up? Which
Really?
I think if you're nominated for a Grammy, you should show up. Like that's such an honor
Yeah,
to even be
absolutely.
nominated. So why wouldn't you go?
Yeah, I don't, and like, she's definitely had her moment at the Grammys. Like, they've been good to her as far as I know. Like, because I look to like Ariana Grande, who has chosen not to attend quite a few times, but then there's like so much that they've done. They've done her wrong multiple times, and I can see why she has lost a lot of respect for the Grammys as a whole because they've not really treated her fairly. Whereas like Cardi B, I'm like, she's won Album of the Year. Like, she was actually on the opposite end of that Ariana Grande issue because they invited Mac Miller's entire family because he was nominated for, his album was nominated for the Grammy, and then they gave it to Cardi B. I believe that was like the story. So I'm like, it's just interesting how she just was like, oh, I don't need to go. Like, I was only nominated for 1.
Yeah.
Like, that is like very like snarky when like
Yeah.
so many people would kill to be there.
She is like sassy like that. I feel like she just pops off and then like a week or two later she'll be like, oh, I'm sorry for doing that. I feel like
Yeah.
she'll get back on Twitter soon.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I agree with you that are they really your fans if they're gonna bring up your kids?
Right.
But also, I don't think when you're in the public eye like that, you should lash out at your fans
No,
like that and
definitely not.
say like, you know, really like rude things like, I don't care about you guys, like you're trash. You know, I feel like that's just too far.
Which is probably ultimately why I probably, like, her publicist was like, maybe delete it for a little bit, like come back to it when you're not so heated, because when we're heated, we all as humans like can react in an irrational way. So I'm sure that maybe she or somebody else encouraged her to kind of take a step back while she cooled off from social media for a little bit, but I'm not sure.
I agree. I think she'll come back in a little bit
I'm
and
sure
maybe
she'll
make
be
an
back.
apology, but also I don't think you should apologize for, you know, saying don't come after my kids, because I don't think that that's right, but
I mean, you can apologize for like the way that you
exactly.
kind of lashed out at your fans, but I think she should say in her, if she makes an apology statement, she should say something like, this is what triggered me, this is why, but I apologize for handling it in the way that I did. And I think that that's fine. I think people forgive her. People have come back from worse, so
I agree.
she'll be okay, I
Yeah,
think.
she'll be fine.
Yeah. Rumor has it that Doja Cat is quitting music. She posted that she was done after fans were upset that she canceled her concert and was not greeting fans outside her hotel. Danielle, do you really think that she's done?
No, because I actually just like saw something today where she's like, I'm not done. I was just upset. I didn't mean it. So I don't think she's done, but I do think that sometimes celebrities like get like, oh, I don't want to go greet fans, or like I'm almost too good for this. And I think that she had one of those moments.
Though. I just don't see her being that way. I think she was probably just tired and like wasn't in the mood, and I think that that's fine. I think she's at her peak right now, or like
She
approaching her
definitely is,
peak
yeah.
of her career. I could not see what, and obviously, I mean, it's really clear that she enjoys performing. I mean, she's one of the best performers I think we have
She's
right now.
crazy.
Like, so I really cannot see her, like, not that she'd be throwing all that away, but like, why wouldn't you just see where this goes? Because she was
Yeah.
nominated for a Grammy. Like, she won a Grammy. So I don't see why she would want to stop. I can't imagine how exhausting it must be. I mean, she's been doing this like festival tour kind of thing.
Right. I don't remember why she canceled the concert, but I think fans were like, oh, we came out to see you and now you're not even going to do like a meet and greet. I think they were just like really upset.
Yeah. But it's like you never know what somebody's going through. Like to us, we just see them as like their music and such, but they're real people. And I think that if she's just having like a really off day, she didn't feel well, like whatever it is, like she doesn't owe anybody to tell them like, oh, I was sick, I had 103 degrees fever, like whatever. Like she doesn't owe anybody to tell her or give a reason as to why she wasn't performing. So I think that probably made her upset that people were making assumptions about her as a person based on her like canceling a concert.
And I think fans were the same way. They just like love her so much that sometimes they tweet like rude things at her and are like, oh, why aren't you coming to greet us, like blah 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 blah. And I think then that sets them off and is like, oh, I'm done with music, like I'm done with you guys. But I think the fans are just so passionate because they love her so much that they'll say things in the heat of the moment. But I don't think she's done. I mean, I love her music.
I don't
her
think
one
she's done
album was
either.
insane. So
And I did see some clip from, I believe it was the Grammy red carpet, where like a journalist asked her like, oh, are you really done with music? Like we saw this, and she like kind of refused to answer the question, which I couldn't tell if that was a good thing or a bad thing, which is like the point. But I feel like if she was still feeling the same way that she did when she was like, I'm done, I'm quitting, then she would have just said it. And she would be like, yeah, I'm done. Because she said it publicly the first time, like, what? That wasn't something that got leaked. That wasn't like tea that she said that. Like, that was very public. So I feel like if she was really still feeling that way, then she would have just said it again.
I think it's the same thing with Cardi B. Like, they just need it to take a breather and, you know, like, get off social media and, like, saying things in the moment. And she probably is just, like, a little more calm and is not like, no, I'm done.
And obviously as a fan, like, which is, like, dumb, but when you tweet, like, you don't really think that they're going to see it. you don't like actually tweet thinking, oh, this is gonna like affect this celebrity, because you don't think that they're ever gonna see it because there's so many and they have so many followers and whatever. But the reality is they probably do see like a good amount of them, and so I think that that's like a good reality check for people as well, as like what you tweet on social media like does have value, and like if it's not seen by them, it'll be seen by someone else, and it could upset someone else, and it's not just like gone, like it's there and they can see it, like because they're real people. So I think it's like a good wake-up call for the fans too, to like be more respectful of
I agree.
people and their families,
in
for
both
sure.
those situations that we just talked about. I
Yeah,
agree.
absolutely.
So I think hopefully she'll come back.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm such a big fan of hers.
Me too.
She was like one of my top artists of the year. Like I
Yeah.
really, really love Doja Cat. So I really am
Wow,
hoping
not
that
Ariana?
No, she was number one.
Okay.
Don't get me. She was number one, but Doja Cat was somewhere in my top 5 for sure. So
Yeah.
I really am hoping that she's not done. I think she has a long way to go. I want to
Yeah,
see
I
what she
agree.
does. I really do.
Yeah, no, we love her.
Her TikToks are so funny.
Yes, we stand Doja Cat.
Yeah, very much so.
Well, on to my favorite Kardashian. Kourtney Kardashian got married. She is officially married to Travis Barker. They had a surprise wedding in Vegas after the Oscars in the early morning hours of Monday night. Anna, I am so excited that Kourtney is married. This has been such a long time coming. But what do you think of like the let's just get married in Vegas thing?
Part of me loves it and just thinks that it's so on brand for their relationship. I really feel like, and again, this is just me assuming based off of what I see, like I don't really actually know these people, but it seems like she's having so much fun, and we're seeing like a different side of Kourtney. Like she obviously spent most of her young adult life with Scott, and I feel like as much as I was team Scott for a long time,
I was
a
too.
long time, I really do think that first of all, Keeping the Kardashians showed which is crazy to even say, a better side of Scott. Like I think there was a lot of Scott that we didn't see, and everybody thinks of him as like he's funny, he's whatever. I think that as much as we saw some of the horrible things that he did on the show, I think that was even generous. And so, because now we're seeing how happy that Kourtney actually is. Like she's like a teenager, like in love with her like boyfriend. Like I don't know, like it just is really cute to see the like chemistry that they have.
They're so in love. You could just tell.
It's really, and I think that the like Vegas, like let's just do it kind of attitude is very on brand for them, and I think that it's cute. And I mean, of course, everybody wants the big wedding that's on the show with the cameras and the press and the whatever, because that's like what we're used to with the Kardashians, and especially because Kourtney's never been married before. So like it really would have been this like huge deal, and like they could have made it that. But I think that it was really special, and obviously we know that Kourtney isn't even the biggest fan of the cameras and all that anyway. So if that's what made her happy, then I'm happy
It's so
for
on
her.
brand for her to just like run away and elope like that and just be like, I'm married, because she is not the one to make a big deal about that type of stuff. And I think she wanted it to be like intimate with her and Travis. So I cannot wait to see though if like they post pictures or something like that.
I
They said
read that they
were in
had
the
a photographer
same-
there.
Yeah, I heard that they were in the same outfits from the Grammys or the Oscars. It might have been the Oscars.
That's amazing. I love that. I really do like that for them. I'm wondering how the rest of the family is going to react to that, because it
Chris
doesn't
is not
sound
gonna be
like
happy.
it didn't sound like many of them were there.
I know.
Like, or any of them at all. So I feel like they're going to be upset that, like, I feel like we're going to see that in one of the episodes of the new show coming up. It's going to be like,
know.
it's going to be like Chloe being like, well, she didn't want us there, so
Yeah,
like whatever.
feel
I
like
don't know.
Kim and Chloe are gonna conspire
Yeah.
again against Kourtney
Yeah.
or something like that. But
Yeah.
the new season's out like next week.
I'm so excited.
yeah, we'll see like everything go down with their engagement and everything like that. So you
Yeah.
know I'll be watching, of course.
Of course. But yeah, I really, at first I was like, I thought that it was fake when I saw it. I was like, what? There's no way. And then I kept seeing more stuff about it, and I was like, wow. Like, and I also, it took a while for it to hit me that her and Scott weren't married. So like, it's like her first time being
She's
married.
literally
like, that's
never
really cool.
been married.
Yeah. And do you think that she's gonna have a baby soon?
I think they will. I think they will.
she's wanted another baby. I mean, we've talked about this on the show before,
Yeah.
but
I think she like froze her eggs and stuff. So
well,
think
we will
they
wait
will.
and see for that.
I'm so excited.
Really excited to see what happens.
when I saw that this like broke the news today, I was like, oh my god, we have to talk about it. Like I
Of
was so
course.
excited.
It's the hottest
She's my
topic
favorite,
today.
so.
Yeah, we know. That's all we have for Hot Topics tonight. Back to you, Riley.
All right, we talked about the Oscars, so it's only fitting that we talk about the Grammys. Although they didn't have a moment talked about all over the world for an entire week, they did have some breakthrough moments, which included a powerful performance by Billie Eilish, Olivia Rodrigo taking home the award for Best New Artist, and Doja Cat going to the bathroom while they announced her to win her first Grammy. Did you guys see that?
I did not know that. That's so Doja.
Oh.
though.
It's so Doja. I was watching it, and it was for Best Pop Duo Performance. It was her and Sweetie Eve?
Okay.
Best Friend? Is it her and Sweetie, or is it? Yeah, I
Yes,
think so.
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
For Best Friend, and Sweetie's on crutches. So she's like crutching up to the stage. Literally, Lady Gaga's holding her train for her. Like, imagine. I saw something going off on a rant already, but she was on crutches, and then Lady Gaga picked up her train and like helped her up, and then Saweetie like walked over to the microphone, and they were like, Lady Gaga blessed her with like God's touch and cured her. But anyway, so she like is on crutches, and Doja Cat's not there, and then she comes sprinting. She was like, I have never taken a faster pee in my life. She was like, and then somebody was like, you won your first Grammy, you were in the bathroom.
Oh my
But then she
gosh.
got all sentimental, and she was like, I usually don't make big deals of things, but this is a big deal. And she started crying. And it's like, felt so happy for her.
I'm obsessed with her. I guess
Yeah.
there was a rumor when the statement came out that she wasn't making music anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that was like a joke. Hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so,
Right?
especially coming off this high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it could only go up. And
Yeah.
like your career, you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something about seeing artists like win their first award too. It's just like, it always
Yeah.
gets me. I don't
I
know. Like
know.
it's just like imagine. I
Like,
can't.
especially
Just
for
imagine
someone
how
like
that
her, where I
feels.
feel like she's liked by everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the least controversial
Mm-hmm.
singer out there right now.
Yeah.
I got that like mushy gushy feeling with Olivia Rodrigo when they announced her and she won for Best New Artist. Like it cut to a shot of her hugging her, I think it was her business partner, and then she turns around and she's crying, and it's I'm just like, that's so sweet. Like I love when people
Yeah, especially those are two people who like really are, like you said, loved, and like
Yeah.
I love them, like everyone loves them, and they're just not problematic, and they're just like making good
Especially-
music with the
especially Olivia
heart.
Rodrigo, she's young. How old is she?
she's 17, I
17?
think.
Oh my, that's like
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm very happy for her. And also, have you guys heard of the Best New Artist curse?
No.
Where when you
No.
win Best New Artist, then you basically fall off the face of the earth.
Wait, I think we talked about this last
true?
year.
Yeah. Every person that's won Best New Artist
Who
has
won
not
last
been
year? Yeah, who
successful
was on last year?
until Billie Eilish won in
Okay.
2019, and then Dua Lipa won in 2020, and then Megan Thee Stallion won last year. So
Okay.
now it's been
Okay.
people that
Yeah,
are all
now it's
successful.
good.
Who are some that weren't?
I don't know. I don't know their names.
We don't know anymore.
But
Interesting.
Billie Eilish broke the curse, and now
Okay,
everybody after her has been so successful.
Yeah.
So I don't think Olivia Rodrigo is going anywhere. And I think this is a good moment for her. She won 2 other Grammys.
Yeah.
One of them she broke on the red carpet
saw that.
afterwards.
Oh my gosh.
funny.
But yeah, I'm super happy for her.
Yeah. she
Did you
deserves
guys
it.
watch any of the performances from the night?
I watched one of them. Justin Bieber.
Yes.
I never thought Peaches could be sang in a slow.
Yeah, but it was good.
It was good, but like I just feel like the lyrics, like to be playing the piano and
Yeah,
singing, it's like
random.
I got my peaches out and
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
puts
True,
that into
yeah.
a slow song?
Right.
You have so many other different songs that can be turned into a
yeah,
slow song.
yeah.
But I mean, he's so talented.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Did you get to watch any?
I did not.
Okay, so recap, Lady Gaga performed, beautiful as always. My favorite was Billie Eilish. She did like a little bit of a montage and she ended with Happier Than Ever. And it was like a whole theatrical performance where they were in this house and then she was standing outside the house and she was standing in like a puddle of water. And then she got on top of the house and at the end of the performance it just starts raining. and she's like going so hard. It's like a beautiful performance.
I need
Oh,
to
wow.
watch that.
Yeah.
It's so good. Some of them I was a little like, this isn't that good. Like BTS performed. I'm not a big BTS fan, and I'm just like, I feel like they're kind of, you know, done.
Yeah.
Thing of the past. I agree.
Bruno Mars performed. He apparently is in a band now,
What band?
which won Grammys. I don't know. I could have completely misinterpreted the situation.
But they won
it's-
Grammys?
But it's called Silk Sonic.
Okay.
It's not a band. It's
Okay.
him and one other guy,
Oh.
and they won, like Song of the Year for "Leave the Door Open."
Wait, what's the other guy's name?
Anderson something.
Do I know that song? Leave the door open.
I'ma leave
Leave
the
the
door
door
open.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, I had no idea that they were like
Yeah.
an actual duo
And I
thing.
saw like Silk Sonic won this, and this, and I was like, who is that?
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, oh, it's Bruno Mars. Like, I didn't know that.
I did not
I-
know that
yeah.
I was saying that either.
Interesting.
Also,
interesting.
John Baptiste, I think that's how you pronounce it,
Uh-huh.
took home a bunch of awards, and everybody was like, who is that? Like, he beat Olivia Rodrigo for Album of the Year, he beat Ariana Grande, like, big names.
What?
What's his music?
He does, like, R&B.
Okay.
And
Alright.
I was watching it, and I was watching one of the clips that came up, and I was like, oh, this is actually, like, a good song.
Uh-huh.
But I just never heard of him before.
Wait,
never
like
e-
what do you know
I
what song?
like heard his name, but I could not put a face to it or any of his work to it. So
I want to say that the name sounds familiar, but it's
Yeah.
probably also one of those things where I just think it does because
Yeah.
I can't. Nothing comes to
Yeah,
mind.
I thought
don't
it
know
sounded familiar
how.
too, but then apparently he's now this big name winning all these awards, which great for him.
Interesting.
But I'm gonna go back and listen to his songs because the clips that I did hear did sound really cool.
interesting.
alright.
Yeah.
They're the same.
Yeah, but I don't know. The Grammys, I was looking forward to them. A little bit underwhelming, I think, obviously because of the traction that the Oscars got.
Yeah.
You can't really live up to that. But it was a good show overall, and they had a lot of performances. Like they had multiple performances were like back to back, like two at a time, and then whatever. The host did really good. Trevor Noah, he was funny. So overall, I thought it was a good show. Just not everyone that I would have picked to win.
Yeah,
Interesting.
That's
I
okay
agree.
though.
Yeah. It's okay. Next
Yeah.
time.
you lose some.
We'll get him next
Win
time.
some, lose some.
I'm waiting for Ariana Grande to win a Grammy again.
Yeah.
She has two. And I'm waiting for her to get one that's like,
Back into
That just
the
seems absurd.
I know.
Ariana Grande only has 2 Grammys.
Yeah.
Is there who's like an artist that has more?
Taylor Swift. Megan Thee Stallion has more than Ariana Grande.
Really?
She
Wow.
has 3.
That's crazy.
That-
I know.
I'm waiting with you
Really?
then.
Yeah.
How many Billie Eilish has
Billie Eilish won like 5 last
right?
year.
She
Yeah,
like kept on
yeah.
winning them
Yeah.
one after one.
She was that's
Yeah.
insane. I remember last year she was like, please don't give me this award.
Yeah, she's like,
And,
I want Ariana to
yeah,
have it.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And Beyonce.
Yeah.
That's right.
I
We
don't
love
know.
a humble queen.
I know, so
My
humble.
favorite.
So humble. Well, it's time for another game show. So let's head over to Josh to see what we're playing this week.
Welcome back to the game show. I'm Josh Jacks, and today we're playing a game that we all know and love, but of course we had to censor it. So this is Kiss, Marry, Kill. And here's how it works. We will go around and give each other one other person a list of 3 celebrities. That person will then have to say which person they would kiss, which person they would marry, and kill. After their turn, they will ask the person next to them, and that's how we're gonna do it. So, Danielle, up first. Kiss, Marry, Kill.
Okay.
Guy Fieri, Jonah Hill, and Shaquille O'Neal.
Ooh.
It's an interesting group.
Yeah.
I need to like completely redo mine now that I'm gonna ask.
Sorry to start off on such a
What's the
strong
second one
note.
again?
Guy Fieri, Jonah Hill, and Shaquille O'Neal.
Ooh, I would marry Jonah Hill.
Me too. Yeah.
I
Danielle
would
wants to kiss them all.
probably kiss Guy Fieri and kill Shaquille O'Neal.
You're killing Shaq.
Yeah.
I think I would have married Shaq. Interesting.
Jonah Hill's just so funny. I would marry him.
Wait, why would you want to kiss Guy Fieri?
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
That's my main concern.
I don't know, he's like kind of cute.
Oh, God.
Did they get that?
God.
The cameras were rolling for that, right? All right, good. Just making sure I have that
Danielle has a
forever.
type.
I guess I do. Oh my gosh.
Oh, God. All right, hit me.
Okay, now I'm asking Riley. Okay. Kiss, marry, kill, Travis Barker, Kanye West, Tristan Thompson.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I would kill Kanye West.
Fair.
I would kiss Tristan and marry Travis. You can't marry Tristan because, you know, he's unloyal.
Yeah,
Proven that. So,
that's true.
even though Travis isn't really my type, I feel
Yeah.
like I'd marry him out of those people.
I don't know. Travis is just, I don't know how I feel about him.
I know, me either. You could have given me like Pete.
Oh,
Oh,
true.
that
would've
you were
Oh, that
quick with
would've
the
been
Kanye
good.
answer, though.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, it's not.
I think I say that every week that I would kill Kanye. All right, I got some A-listers for you.
All right.
We're gonna do some point blank hosts. Kiss, marry, kill. Gabrielle, Danielle,
Okay.
and me.
Oh.
That's
All right.
horrible.
This is
I know.
horrible.
That's really.
I had to do it.
Honestly,
You're gonna lose some friends after this.
I really am. I'm gonna gain some enemies.
Yeah.
Okay, Gabrielle is my best friend, so
Aw.
I'm gonna marry her.
Cute.
Love her, miss her, even though she's at Justin Bieber without me right now.
I know. She skipped out on us.
I'm gonna kiss you.
Oh! Cut the camera.
Bye, Danielle. Cut the camera.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
okay.
See,
Danielle.
Danielle.
We haven't been
I
on many
forgive
shows
you.
together this season, so the connection just isn't there.
We'll
Alright.
talk after.
So will we,
Okay.
Rachel.
Yeah.
Go kiss that.
Okay, ready? Kiss, marry, kill.
Okay.
Pete Davidson,
Okay.
Timothy Chalamet,
Okay.
Tom Holland.
Ooh, that's
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
you stole two of the people I was gonna use. Okay, I'll switch mine. Wait, okay. Kiss. Wait, who was the first one? Pete Davidson. Kiss Pete, marry Tom, kill Timothy.
Fair enough.
I like
Wow,
that.
you're not a Timothy fan.
That's what I would have went with.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
he's overrated.
Wait, I have to switch mine up.
Take your time.
Okay, Kiss, marry, kill. Ryan Reynolds, Jacob Elordi, and I have to pick a different one. Chris Pine.
Marry
that's
Jacob
so hard.
Elordi. Who was the first one? I heard Jacob
Who was
Elordi
the
and
first one I
everything
said?
else.
Ryan
Oh, Ryan Reynolds.
Reynolds.
Kiss
and
Ryan Reynolds
Chris Pine.
and kill Chris Pine.
All right, interesting.
Have you ever seen Chris
Pine?
Pine?
Is so
Yes.
hot.
But have you ever seen Jacob Elordi?
Yeah, literally.
They're two different kinds of like attractive.
Yes, no, they definitely
And
are.
Ryan
I like all of
Reynolds
them.
is
Nothing
just, like,
against
the best
Mr.
Yeah.
Chris Pine.
Yeah, he is.
Mr. Chris Pine.
Okay, Josh.
All right.
Okay. Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, and Doja Cat.
Ooh.
Oh, a good one.
Kill Megan. She's too tall
Damn.
for me.
Oh,
Isn't she
she's
like
so
6'3"?
pretty. I don't know.
She would body me. Like, I don't think, so I don't think that's. And then, so I have to probably kiss Nicki and marry Doja.
Mm.
Yeah.
That would have
that's
been my
just-
same answer, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is a
too.
good answer.
I feel like
Although
I
I
can't
feel
kill
like Megan
Megan.
Thee Stallion could kill me. To be
Probably.
quite
That
honest.
too. Be careful what you say about her.
I know, right? She
I'm
might
just
come for me.
Biggest Doja fan, so I would absolutely
Yeah.
marry her.
Yeah.
She's
it's
great,
hard not
yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
I know. I want to ask you one because I feel like this will be a good one for you.
Okay,
Kardashian version, you know, keeping it in the family.
obviously.
Courtney, Kim, and Kylie.
Ooh, well, you know Courtney is like my all-time
I
fave.
know.
So I would definitely, but honestly, I might kiss Courtney.
Okay.
Probably marry, ooh, I love Kim and Kylie. I would probably marry Kylie, kill Kim.
What?
Wow.
Shocked.
What's the
Yeah.
reason?
Just because, I don't know, I feel like Kylie's more like, I don't know. That was hard because I think Kim's such like a boss.
It's
Yeah.
probably hard
But-
to be married to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like she's just been married too many times, so I would kill her and marry,
Alright.
marry Kylie.
Alright. I guess that's valid.
Yeah. And Kylie's more like my age, so
You're not,
cheers.
You're not into older people?
Well, she's older than me, but not as like Kim old.
Yeah, or Guy Fieri old.
But you kissed him.
Yeah.
You kissed Guy Fieri.
That's okay.
Over Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
I'm not letting anyone forget that.
That's a
no.
hard
It's on
one.
camera. I mean, you can't forget it ever.
Gosh.
Well, okay. That is all the time we have for tonight. Be sure to like and subscribe and tune in every Friday for a new episode of Point Blank. We'll see you next week.